Albert Einstein is often celebrated as the ultimate genius, a visionary whose theories on space, time, and energy forever changed our understanding of the universe. But while Einstein's scientific contributions are well known, his story took an unexpected and mysterious turn after his death in 1955. In his final wishes, Einstein requested a simple farewell. He wanted to be cremated with no part of his body preserved. Yet this request was ignored, setting off a decades-long journey filled with secrecy, scientific curiosity, and controversy. In this video, we'll explore what happened to Einstein's brain after he died, the unique discoveries made by scientists, and the ethical debates that arose around this peculiar chapter in scientific history. Albert Einstein passed away on April 18, 1955, at Princeton Hospital in New Jersey due to an abdominal aortic aneurysm. He was 76 years old, having spent his life challenging scientific boundaries and inspiring a new era of thought. His final request was simple. He wished to be cremated with no part of his body kept for study. However, when Dr. Thomas Stoltz Harvey, the pathologist on duty, performed Einstein's autopsy, he couldn't resist the temptation to explore the brain of one of the world's greatest minds. Without asking for the family's consent, Dr. Harvey took Einstein's brain, preserving it in a solution of formaldehyde. But the intrigue didn't end there. In an additional twist, Harvey removed Einstein's eyes and gave them to Einstein's ophthalmologist, Dr. Henry Abrams, who kept them hidden in a safety deposit box in New York City. To this day, Einstein's eyes remain locked away, adding another layer of mystery to the story. Harvey's actions, though unauthorized, would set off a chain of events that brought Einstein's brain into the world of scientific and public fascination. When Einstein's family discovered that his brain had been removed, they were outraged. Einstein's son, Hans Albert Einstein, was particularly distressed by Harvey's actions, which directly violated his father's wishes. After tense discussions, Hans Albert reluctantly allowed Harvey to keep the brain, but only under strict conditions. It was to be used solely for scientific research and not for personal or public display. Despite this fragile agreement, Harvey's actions sparked a storm of ethical controversy. Not only did he lose his position at Princeton, but his decision was also heavily criticized by the scientific community. Many viewed his actions as a breach of medical ethics, and Harvey even lost his medical license. Nevertheless, he remained committed to studying Einstein's brain, convinced that it held clues to understanding the nature of genius. In his pursuit of scientific discovery, Harvey carefully sectioned Einstein's brain into 240 small pieces, meticulously photographing each slice and storing some in mason jars. He carried the samples with him across the country, sparking what can only be described as an almost cinematic journey with Einstein's brain in tow. As the years passed, Harvey became strangely attached to Einstein's brain, treating it as though it were a key to unlocking the mysteries of intelligence. In the 1990s, he embarked on an unusual cross-country road trip accompanied by journalist Michael Paternity, who later documented their journey in his book, Driving Mr. Albert. In this surreal adventure, Harvey traveled with jars of Einstein's brain, stored in a cider box filled with formaldehyde, as he and Paternity visited researchers across the United States. This eccentric journey led to philosophical conversations, strange encounters, and deep introspection on the nature of genius. Along the way, Harvey stopped at research institutions where scientists examined the brain, hoping to make groundbreaking discoveries. The journey itself became legendary, and Harvey's unusual devotion added a layer of mystique to the story of Einstein's brain. But amid the travels, pieces of Einstein's brain began revealing unexpected structural features that set it apart from the typical human brain. Over the years, various pieces of Einstein's brain were sent to research institutions worldwide, leading to some fascinating findings. Here's a look at what scientists discovered. Smaller, but exceptionally dense, Einstein's brain weighed about 1,230 grams, slightly less than the average adult male brain, which is around 1,350 grams. Yet, Einstein's brain structure was unusually complex, contradicting the early assumption that brain size directly correlates with intelligence. Researchers noted that the dense arrangement of neurons in certain areas might have made his brain remarkably efficient, allowing him to process complex ideas quickly. Enlarged parietal lobe for visual spatial skills. One of the most striking features was Einstein's enlarged parietal lobe, an area associated with visual spatial processing and mathematical reasoning. Einstein's parietal lobe was around 15% larger than average and showed an unusual folding pattern. It was also missing a groove called the Sylvian fissure, which may have allowed more neurons to be packed into this region, enhancing his ability to visualize concepts such as space-time and gravitational waves. High density of glial cells for enhanced brain support. In Einstein's brain, scientists discovered a notably high density of glial cells, which support neurons and aid in cognitive functioning. This density might have enabled faster processing, helping Einstein to focus intensely and work with complex ideas. The high glial cell count in Einstein's brain suggests his neurons had optimal support, potentially aiding in the intense concentration needed for groundbreaking theories. Enhanced communication between hemispheres. Einstein's brain also had a thicker corpus callosum, the nerve bundle that connects the left and right hemispheres. This thicker connection could have allowed for enhanced communication between the two sides of his brain, facilitating a blend of logical and creative thought. This unique trait may have helped him unite mathematical precision with imaginative vision, a combination that was essential to his groundbreaking insights. Extra ridge in the mid-frontal lobe for problem-solving. Scientists found an unusual fourth ridge in Einstein's mid-frontal lobe, a brain area linked to problem-solving and working memory. This extra ridge may have given him an advantage in holding and connecting complex thoughts simultaneously, which was crucial in developing revolutionary theories like relativity. This rare anatomical feature contributed to his ability to work through complex problems with remarkable clarity and persistence. These discoveries gave scientists fascinating insights into Einstein's brain structure, but they also raised ethical questions about whether his brain should have been studied in the first place. The story of Einstein's brain was controversial from the start, especially for his family. Hans Albert Einstein never fully supported Harvey's decision to study his father's brain. This led to an ethical debate that has continued to this day. Should Einstein's wishes have been respected, or did the potential for scientific discovery justify violating his request? Harvey's actions raised significant ethical concerns in the scientific community. On one hand, studying Einstein's brain provided unique insights into the structure of a genius's mind, but on the other hand, it brought up questions about the limits of scientific curiosity and respect for personal wishes. As Einstein's brain samples circulated among researchers, some pieces even found their way to museums like the Mutter Museum in Philadelphia, where visitors can view slides of Einstein's brain. The legacy of Einstein's brain highlights the complex balance between scientific exploration and respecting individual rights. Today, the story of Einstein's brain remains shrouded in mystery. Some pieces reside in research labs, while others are scattered across institutions and private collections. Some have even been lost over the years. While parts of Einstein's brain are still available for scientific study, others are on display for the public, keeping the intrigue alive. Despite these anatomical studies, Einstein's legacy goes beyond his brain structure. His genius was defined by curiosity, creativity, and an insatiable desire to question the world. Though studying his brain provided insights, the true essence of Einstein's intellect was in his ideas and theories. His story serves as a reminder that intelligence is more than the sum of our brain's parts. It's about the daring to dream and question. The journey of Einstein's brain is as mysterious and remarkable as the man himself. While scientists discovered unusual features that might help explain his genius, the real story lies in the questions his brain's journey raises about science, ethics, and the true nature of genius. Perhaps Einstein's greatness wasn't just in the structure of his brain, but in his boundless imagination and relentless curiosity. So next time you hear the name Einstein, remember that his story didn't end with his death. His brain's journey across labs, research centers, and even cross-country road trips continues to captivate us, inviting us to wonder, question, and explore the mysteries of intelligence and human. Thank you for joining us on this intriguing journey into the mind of Albert Einstein. If you found this video thought-provoking, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments about the ethics and mystery surrounding Einstein's brain. Until next time, keep questioning and exploring the marvels of science.